In its relentless pursuit of canceling student debt, the Department of Education seems to have forgotten that Congress gave it a job to do. Last year, the department announced its unconstitutional effort to spend hundreds of billions of taxpayers' dollars contrary to law. Of course, you remember that was the forgiving of student loans. Even after this attempt was declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court, endless efforts at debt cancellation seems to have taken precedent over the duty Congress is giving the department. For example, after being on pause for 3 years, student loan payments finally started back up here in October of this year. Servicers, students, and members of Congress pressed for answers about how and when this process would work. But instead of a plan, the return to repayment has been utter chaos. Iowans and even some members of my staff who have student loans have waited for weeks to get answers to very basic questions about their loans. Due to sloppy record keeping, the department has failed its audit for the second straight year in a row. In its hurry to cancel debt, the administration can't even provide auditors enough information to do their jobs. It isn't just previous students who are being left in limbo. There's another issue that it's hard to get information on. So we have current and incoming college students still can't fill out the application form that goes by the acronym FAFSA. That stands for Free Application for Student Aid. In a normal year, students would fill it out in October and know early in the process whether they qualified for Pell Grants or other forms of student aid. But this year, students still don't have the information they need to start choosing the best school for them. I've long said that students don't have enough transparent information when applying to college. The shortened timeline this year makes it even harder. To address that problem that I just mentioned, I recently sent a letter with Senator Kaine of Virginia and other colleagues pressing the Department of Education to give students the information they need. That includes making sure that farm families aren't forced to sell the farm to send their kids to college. It helps no one to lump small family farms in with the largest mega farms, as if farm families barely getting by are somehow considered to be rich and their kids not qualified for student loans. Our bipartisan effort by Senator Kaine and me pushes the department to recognize that distinction and ensure farm kids have the information they need to fill out the proper forms to see if they qualify for student loans. All students deserve to have the information they need and to get that information ahead of time. Students, families, and borrowers shouldn't have their timelines delayed by changing political whims. Congress certainly did not pass a law telling the department to cancel hundreds of billions in student debt, but Congress did give the department a mandate to properly oversee student loan repayments, implementation of the FAFSA, and to keep its finances in order. Before trying to unconstitutionally create enormous new cancellation programs, I suggest and encourage the Department of Education to do the job it has actually been given by the Congress to do. I yield the floor and suggest the absence of a quorum.